Hello there guys and welcome back to episode number 18 of Building Barça, and today is going to be a huge episode. The title is so many games, and well, that's pretty much what it is. The amount of games we're going to be playing today is incredible. I'm going to be breaking them down for you guys. It's a normal length episode, so I've been able to cut this down with some, rewards in and amongst it, with some players selling on, and hopefully just sit back, relax, and enjoy the episode. We'll see what we can do here, guys. To kickstart us off though, we're over 200k now, so as you guys can see there, we now have sold on a lot of our cards, I believe from last episode. As always guys, I'll try and get these series out to you guys. You're going to see that 82 Dembele there, that's for a reason. We're going to be picking up this 84 one now, which is a winter upgrade very, very soon, and I'll basically show you guys in a minute the way I get him. I get him for 6.1k in the end there. Very good deal, very good card, and I am hoping he can produce really big things for us in the near future. But first we've got some packs to open. I always open this one first. It looks like it's going to be a good pack because it's got 6 rares, but really, 4 of them are going to be bronze and 4 of them are going to be silver of the total players in the pack anyway. So we open it. We actually do get boards in fairness, so I'll give them that. But it is going to be Ilkay Gundogan from Manchester City. Having another solid season for the citizens, but he's not going to be useful for us, of course, but he might be useful in terms of how much money we can get from him. So we'll put all of this on transfer list, and yeah, there's going to be a lot of rewards today because there's so many games. And you guys know how it is. When we come back for an episode, there's always stuff to deal with. It's never just, a couple of games, a signing here and there. There's always a lot to get done. So yeah, no different today. Another pack there with billboards, which is really nice to see. This time a Spanish centre-mid. It's going to be Cesc Fabregas, a legend in my footballing career, if you like. When I've been growing up, he's definitely been one of the better players, one of the legends anyway. This is an untradeable pack though, actually. A little bit of a shame. I think this was a pack they rewarded us a while ago, and this was the first time I'd logged on since, so that was going to be untradeable. A little bit of a shame, but anyway, all of that will go in the club, maybe used for an SBC at a later date. Although, having said that, I'm not exactly into SBCs these days, If you guys know any good ones, please do feel free to leave them in the comment section down below. And I'll get going on them, If there are any I have missed out, or that are really good profit that I haven't already done. Because, remember, in the early stages of the series, I did actually used to do quite a few. And, they were relatively useful. They weren't bad, the SBCs. Got us quite a few coins at times, actually. And we get a nice kit in a stadium there, so I'll put that in the club. First squad battle game, this is definitely going to be on world class here, guys. Solid squad, but no chemistry. But actually, they end up taking the lead here. As you guys can see, the flick on there is that by Longley, and it's actually Jesse Lingard who gets the goal, and that's going to be them 1-0 up. But just 2 minutes later, Longley there, who maybe even made the error for the goal, absolutely repays himself. That's the sort of stuff he's been doing for Barça in real life this season. Been a brilliant performer for us, and that's a really cheeky chip actually by Abel, can I just say, after the ball in by Coutinho. That guy is still scoring, yes, and he's got another one here, guys. Lovely header that into the corner. It reminds me of the Suarez goal actually in the Clasico. Similar time as well, and it made it 3-1. Very similar, that goal all in all. Goalkeeper comes out flapping in this. Piqué and Rakitic both going in there, but it is Ivan the Terrible who gets on the score sheet, and that'll be a 4-1 victory for us. Thank you very much. World class game. That's going to be a good amount of points, isn't it, guys, with that 3-goal difference. This one is going to be on world class again. And look at this for a good start, by the way, guys. That ball over, cross in, and that 84 Dembele shouldn't really be taller, but feels it. Great leap there at the back post. Second half, it's difficult to break down these squad battles teams sometimes, but it is going to be Felipe Coutinho who gets himself on the score sheet there on that left wing roll with the Hawk card on. Abel there with a nice interchange with Malcolm. And look at this, by the way, guys. A very cheeky goal. He just rolls it and then slots it past the goalkeeper. Really enjoyed that one. Don't show you guys the replay, but beautiful goal there by Malcolm. This one's definitely going to be on professional, top team there. Still going to be a massive test for us because of all the nightmare players he's got to deal with, really. And it took us to the 35th minute to Hale's just saving everything. And that's sometimes what you got to do, guys, the weird goals. If I had put that across there, he definitely would have saved it, but that, it wasn't expected, that shot from Dembele rifled into his near top corner, and it did get us the breakthrough, and from then on, as we were able to just go from there, really. Arturo Vidal getting on the score sheet now, this time Alan Yag getting in, and he'll also put himself on the score sheet, as he did recently against Alaves. And on the day of recording this, guys, Barcelona could win La Liga, so by the time you guys are watching this, are Barcelona La Liga champions? I won't know. It's a big day for the Azulgranas, and we're going to be putting out, I thought, an episode of Building Barça to get everyone in the spirits for what could be a huge, huge day in the Catalan side of the country. But anyway, we go into another game. I didn't actually check the team. I'm guessing this was on world class or maybe in professional, judging by the fact he's got Van Dijk. And anyway, we actually get a penalty here, which was really, really vital for us because I was struggling big time to break this team down. Coutinho slots it away. He's going to be our new penalty taker, by the way, not Rakitic. I just think I tried to do it by, in real life, who would take a pen in this team, and it probably would be Coutinho. This bronze team came up. I made I think almost a full rotation to my squad, so we're going to be seeing a lot of different players here. Something I want to do in the near future for sure. 5 minutes, we've already got a goal. Abel Ruiz this time gets through. I know that like Murillo, Todibo, all of those players were playing this game. So yeah, plenty of rotations in there. You know, maybe even Silerson in goal. The likes of Vermaelen will be in, Miranda, maybe even Musa Wage, or I might just stick with Roberto or Semedo. Not sure. But yeah, guys, the goals just keep on coming through, as you'd expect against this sort of team. I think this was on world class. I don't know why I didn't put it on legendary. It would have, one, given me much more of a test, even though we should find that comfortable. But, you know, just two. Nice test for the lesser players who don't get a lot of minutes in this side. That's going to be Rafinha there. Goal line technology says yes to that one, 7-0. Roberto down the line, and it's Rafinha again, 8-0 just before the break. And was I even able to get another one? No, we're in the second half now. I brought on Kevin Prince-Boateng. He's a default centre mid on the game, which is why he can never really start off. I wouldn't want him in that position. So in the second teams, when we play teams like this, you know, Abel Ruiz will always start. But Prince was enjoying himself off the bench, I'll tell you that for free. 10-0 there, and I thought that's enough, you know, we don't need more than that. Pass it around the back for the remainder of the game. A little bit boring, but there you go. Next game, this is definitely going to be a world-class, nice test too, you know, 180 side, couple of sweaty players in there, and we'll see what we can do. And that's the perfect start, really. When you get a goal like that through Arturo Vidal, who loves to do that on the right-hand side, it does set you off nicely, and that's a beautiful goal by Arsemelo, can I just say. Whipped into the top corner, and it's exactly what we wanted to be seeing on our Saturday afternoon. But they then hit back, and that's what they can do on world class, guys. For on these high difficulties, when they have the quality players, it's an amazing goal. But Arthur's going to be getting his second of the game. Their lovely little ball in by Coutinho, the Brazilian mates, combining nicely, and that's going to be 3-1 and followed by 4-1 there by the talisman Abel Ruiz, who's turning into the Dongu of this series, guys. If you guys remember Dongu, then you are an absolute legend. He was from FIFA 16 building Barca. The guy was an absolute disgrace. He was scoring goals in Division 1, guys, when Division 1 was a thing. He was a legend, and Abel Ruiz is on the similar sort of path. That's another top team, so I definitely would have put that one on professional, if I'm being honest with you guys. But again, it's so difficult to break through, and you've got to get goals like that, maybe set pieces, you know, penalties, near shot OP shots. Yeah, it's difficult to score against this team, but once you get one, then you can go from there. Lovely header by PK, followed by another drilling shot by Arturo Vidal. That's going to be 2-0. And then early on in the second half, or midway through the second half, that's going to be Arthur Melo with another goal for him. I'll definitely need to check the player stats lately, because we've been getting a lot of big victories against some good opposition. And yeah, there's been players on the score sheet. This game, I forgot to press record until half-time, so we were 2-0 up. Now we're 3-0 up, and that'll be full-time of that one. Sorry, I didn't show you a lot of that game. I left a little bit in now at the end just to basically show you that we were going to be getting the victory. I can't tell what difficulty it was on. I'm guessing either professional or world class. Wouldn't have been legendary with a 3-0 scoreline, and we're now on gold 1 for this batch of games. But a little bit of a break from that one. 230k now, and a few things have sold on. And look how many games we've played, by the way. Really impressed with how the series has gone so far. As I always say, if I had a little bit more continuity, probably would have been one of my favourite ever series on my channel. I do like the idea of playing it, but I just don't have the time and sometimes not the effort, which is a real shame. I know not a lot of you guys don't watch it, but it is really satisfying, you know, getting the Barca players together, getting them into teams, and just seeing what we can do. For this week, I think I played like 8 games or something absurd, and we got into gold 2 for that. And that, you know what that means? More and more packs, and we're just going to be trying to rack these up and see what we can get. I know people will argue they're not as good Division Rivals rewards, but one, I would say, I don't even think they're that much worse if you play enough games in squad battles. I really don't. And two, it's a lot more enjoyable for me. I know it can get boring, but if I rack it up to the high difficulties, which I do now, then it does become a test, and it is more satisfying to score, you know, versus the 97 De Gea's, versus the Courtois, maybe even the Kepas in the low-rated sweaty squads. You know, it is a lot more satisfying for me than just playing Division Rivals, in which, you know, we have no chance. The players are too good. For some reason, I'm in a ridiculously high division, because we won all of our like warm-up games, mainly through Munir El Haddadi carrying us. And yeah, we just lose too many games. It's not enjoyable. It's not even a challenge, really, because it's just not even fair. The teams we're coming up against compared to my level of side. You know, once I get Luis in the side, maybe, and a couple of other players in there, Umtiti will certainly be useful, and also Busquets, just to augment that midfield. a little more, though it's going to be difficult to drop Vidal, but it probably will have to be done. Then I'll be doing that. This one I decided to put on Legendary, and I made about, 11 changes to the side again. And as you guys can see, it worked, because by the 30th minute, that was when we got our first goal. So a lot better test this time. And it took us to the second half to get our second, which is nice to see. Lovely finish by Abel Ruiz, can I just say, though. That's going to be 2-0. And then from then onwards, the goals can start falling. They had like a left mid-in goal, so we're able to put in deep crosses on that, and he just won't come and claim them, which is obviously nice to see. And we're going to be getting another one here through Abel Ruiz. The floodgates really did open from the 60th minute onwards or so. Another corner comes in this time. Kevin Prince Boateng on the score sheet. He's been getting a decent amount of goals off the bench. He gets a lot of appearances, which is quite unfair in fairness. And, well, obviously he's not going to have too many goals because he only comes on for 10 minutes half the time. But he's got himself 2 here, and Abel Ruiz is going to be on hand here to get himself another and make it 7-0 in added time. So a nice victory. Legendary against a bronze team. I didn't mind it. It's what we wanted. You know, nice little confidence boost. I've been going with the episode. This one's going to be on world class. I thought, right, let's give myself a nice test here. And as you guys can see, it was a real test. I really couldn't find a way through this team. And as you could expect, maybe, you know, world class squad battles, that sort of team is difficult. But once we got the 2 goals, you know, very satisfying. Very pleased with that. That's going to put us on the right path here to getting another victory. I was about to say 3 points, but of course it doesn't work like that in the squad battles or in any mode in FIFA anymore. This one, I'm tempted to say world class. I think we might have been just slightly racking up towards the end of this episode. And we're going to be seeing what we can do again here. This is Ousmane Dembélé, who, when he comes in after those little crochet from Ousmane Dembélé, he does love to hit it with that left foot of his. And it kind of just always seems to plot into the corner. This is a lovely goal, can I just say, by Abel Ruiz. You know, the control after Semedo's pass, and then the little touch caress from off of the left foot, as Ray Hudson will say, into the corner. And he's going to be getting another one here, just toe poking that one, or prodding it rather, past the goalkeeper. And this is a lovely attack. Semedo with the 1-2 there with the Rafinha maybe. Ball across the goal line, and a great header by, is that Dembélé at the back post? Another header for the man. Yes, that is indeed true. This one's definitely going to be on professional, guys. A 1-8-8, Courtois in goal, Hazard up front. That Ibra card wasted in centre mid in my opinion, but hey, we can't let him have headers, that's for sure. He's a nightmare to play against. And Felipe Coutinho is going to be putting us 1-0 up here in the opening exchanges. So nearly 2 there, but Dembélé is on hand there. That 84 card, by the way, feels so much more effective than the 82 card. You know, I know his stats would have been bumped up a little bit, but you wouldn't have expected it to be a lot better, and it really is. Another one of these City teams. He had Tarkowski at the back, so I thought, right, let's see if we can give this guy a nice beating, because Burnley players, probably most frustrating players in real life. Probably because Chelsea just played them, but hey. We get the goal through Malcolm. Malcolm then not taking any mercy here. We're not showing any mercy against Tarkowski. He's clearly not a fan either. Abel Ruiz decks one of the players, gives it to Malcolm. That's going to be 3-0. How would you like them apples? And Malcolm is just on fire here, guys. He's got 4 goals this game, and it's 4-0 in the 55th minute. This is Dembélé this time. Malcolm says, how about that, Tarkowski? I'll go ahead and beat you in the air just to finish it off. That'll be 5. And we move on here to the 69th minute, and it's Jean-Claire Todibo on the score sheet. How do you like them apples, Tarkowski? That is going to be another one, and it's going to be 6-0 to Barcelona. And Jean-Claire Todibo getting his first goal for our club. He was that CDM card on this game, so that's obviously nice to see. This is just a short little clip I thought I'd include of Coutinho. I hope the video doesn't get age restricted for that, but there you go, Coutinho whipping that one into the corner after a lovely run. And, well, there you go, guys. That's going to be another one. This is another one of these games where we actually only just played it at a half-time, or I forgot to press record until half-time, but we are going to take a 2-0 lead in that one through Dembélé. That was another really tough test against an Arsenal side there, or the guy with the Arsenal kit anyway. Probably didn't have any Arsenal players in the team, it's just a squad battle. It's completely random. But hey, there's the end of the episode. Please do drop a like if you have enjoyed it. That was a massive episode. So many games. We've got a lot of coins right now, guys. There's going to be signings soon. Stay tuned. See ya.